y'all, it's your girl, Dr. Nina, and nowadays I get more questions about how I keep my skin more youthful and more clear. And to be honest, it's about the skincare habits that I've stopped for my skin to get more clear and more healthy. And your girl done had a lot of the skin moving violations over here, and I'm sure some of y'all can relate. However, we don't come over here to shame, we definitely come to discuss solutions. So today I'm going to share the toxic skincare habits that I had that I cleared up in order for my skin to do the same. But I also want to hear from you and know some of the things that you're doing down below. Yes, down in them comments. Don't hold back now. Go ahead and let us know some of the new products you're using that are working, as well as some of those routines y'all getting into. And don't forget that all items and resources I mentioned can be found down below in the description box. And if you're having severe difficulties, make sure you get in to see your doctor. Make sure you join that free text community. Yes, it keeps you in the know, like when I have my free master classes and when I go live on my different platforms, as well as heading over to drninaellishervey.com for that free 8-day supernatural video program. And y'all, lastly, make sure you click like. Some of y'all not getting my video notifications, and it's because I'm not in your algorithm. Click like on this and it lets others know that you're enjoying the content and you're enjoying the things we discuss over here. Now let's get into this video. So one of the first things I had to break myself from was going at my face like it was a stranger's, like I didn't even know it. I mean, washing and cleansing so aggressively and for too long. Like if you ain't want skin, you could have just said that. I mean, I would be busting the suds on my face so hard, not because I thought it was dirty, but because I thought it would help to get rid of acne and dark marks quicker. But that wasn't it. What it did was break the skin open and cause my skin to be very irritated. It was mad. This led to more acne, dark spots, and signs of premature aging. Plus, my face was drier than a foot kicking a brick over and over without any lotion. The goal became for me to wash my face gently, completely, and quickly. I try to aim for 20 to 30 seconds of pure, great washing. This is enough time for the skincare product to totally lather on my face. And doing it too long gets me in that real dry zone. I'm talking desert. And I also learned that me washing too aggressively and for too long, especially if there were exfoliating agents within the cleanser, then I ended up with extra ashy, irritated skin. It's nothing worse than skin busting open, but also it's super ashy. Woosah. Not listening to and observing my skin was one of the big issues I had. We are all guilty of hearing great skin advice and believing that it all applies to us. My skin didn't get any better until I took time with it. I told y'all the story of how my mom and I had to do a lot of research because I ended up with a lot of acne and darker patches, especially around my neck. I went to doctors and I learned about skin types and especially how to identify my own properly. I learned that how much I was washing was also as important as what I was washing with. I also learned that some parts of my face need more love while others need less. But washing twice a day for most of us will suffice. In the morning and the evening, and at the bare minimum every night. At night, I don't choose to just wash for the sake of getting makeup off. Even when I don't wear makeup, natural oils and sweat accumulate throughout the day. And at night I drool, so I have to get that off along with any hair products or other products that could have rubbed off on my face and skin. And I choose cleansers that help with specific problems that I have. Skin types usually span oily, dry, normal, or a combination. I learned for dry and or sensitive skin, a gentle, creamy cleanser is the best. And for oily skin, which is more like my type skin, a gel or foaming cleanser is best. For people with normal skin, God bless you, a water-based wash is great. In my process, I've also explained to you that double washing for me works great, either with the same or different cleansers. While I'm trying out different cleansers right now, I really love Panoxyl and Purity Made Simple, which has been pretty much the same for a long time. They're staples. I use the lighter Purity Made Simple in the morning and the stronger Panoxyl at night. But seeing a dermatologist and or esthetician can really help you figure it out. Not keeping basic hygiene on point can really ruin the condition of the skin overall, and I don't think enough of us give a lot of credence to that. Some of the biggest things that can have an effect and that I've struggled with in the past include not changing towels enough and or sharing them with others. Now, number one, I definitely have a rule. I do not use drying towels more than twice. And I also paper towel blot my face dry after washing it. And I just don't share towels with others. Not cleansing or changing our clothes after a workout. I try to make sure that I change my clothes within an hour of getting home, and I try to throw those clothes in the wash as soon as possible so that the bacteria does not sit in. Forgetting to clean our dirt boxes of phones. Yes, those phones are a mess. I try to just keep disinfecting wipes around so that I'm reminded of wiping them off from time to time, because literally you could be putting your face in danger by putting it up to your phone because it done touched everything and possibly other people. And a big violation is forgetting to change our makeup brushes and sponges and keeping them clean like they need to be. My rule is to try to get it in at least once a week, depending on how much traffic my brushes and sponges are getting. So I'm very, very careful about any items that touch my skin. Skin, hair, and body care products can have some of the biggest effect on the condition of our skin. So when it comes to products that I like even more, I love products by Native because they give me a great option, and they're also sponsoring today's video. Y'all, I love Native for their products, and it's no secret. I've shared them so many times with y'all. Native not only helps me smell great, but it gives me some great options. And they've helped me to switch to plastic-free packaging for some of their products. They released a plastic-free version of their Native deodorant. It's made from paperboard, and Native is committed to sourcing from responsibly managed forests. It's the same formula, but it's more sustainable packaging. Native is a proud partner of 1% for the planet, and it commits 1% of plastic-free deodorant sales to environmental nonprofits. Y'all, all of their scents smell amazing. They bomb. They include lavender and rose, which is still my favorite to this day, lilac and white tea, cucumber and mint, coconut and vanilla, and eucalyptus and mint. It's not sticky, it dries quickly, and it's great for when I'm on the go. It's aluminum-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. 3 plastic-free deodorants are normally $39, but use my link and code BabyDol12 and you'll get them for $29. That's 25% off. So before it was even really popular, I used to engage in the whole shaving my face thing, and now I've learned how to do it correctly because I was doing it improperly at one time. I wasn't watching my tools, and at one point I had even used a regular razor. I know it's a no-no. But now I don't do it so often at all, and I've started picking it back up and doing it maybe once a month. And no, y'all, it doesn't make the facial hair grow thicker and faster. That's a big myth. I use my small tools as well as a nice clean razor. I like to make sure that my skin and my canvas is very clean and dry first. I use my little Hydro Silk tool that I absolutely love that just glides over the larger areas of my face safely and quickly. Then I go in a downward motion with my very clean razor. Now this is just for fine tuning. I'm literally applying light pressure in order to remove the hair in that outer layer of skin, like the light layers of dead skin. I go in with downward motion. I move through from the jawline, no sideburns, all the way down to the chin, also to the upper lip, some of the forehead, as well as around those little areas of the eyes where the eyebrows seem to grow just way more than they should. I avoid the hairline, eyelids, and the sides of the nose because those are very, very sensitive. And I make sure that I follow with a good moisturizer, and that's pretty much it because I don't want my skin to break out. Now, I'm guilty of literally in the past scrubbing my own face off. I'm talking about through exfoliation. Our skin has a natural barrier that protects it and keeps the moisture within. And when you start to over exfoliate or use scrubs daily of any sort, you find that you deplete that moisture barrier. Now, this is through brushes or even chemical exfoliants. My skin would get so raw and very sensitive, and I found out that that was because of little micro tears within the skin. This causes irritation, breakouts, and even stinging when it came to applying products. I mean, burning hell. I stick to maybe 1 to 2 times of exfoliation per week, and I've told y'all that. Either with something like a Paula's Choice chemical exfoliator or salicylic acid, or a light use of a very soft brush with very minimal power at a very short time and soft speed. I love great cleansers, but I watch out for those that have heavy exfoliating ingredients, which are not a bad thing, but when you overuse them, they can be. These exfoliating ingredients include alpha hydroxy acids, like lactic, glycolic, and fruit, and beta hydroxy acids, like salicylic acid and willow bark extracts. They are extra powerful at sloughing away the skin. Now, I went through the no poo time, but I failed miserably. I know it works for some people, but no poo does not work over here. It's a personal thing because I need shampoo or my hair doesn't get completely clean. I found that when my hair was going through the process of not being completely clean because I didn't want to strip my hair of all these oils and things like that, I was finding that a lot of the dirts that were coming from my hair, even the natural oils, were seeping into my skin, causing it to break out. So even though I was doing other methods of cleansing, it just wasn't enough. So for me personally, it was including what I knew to work best for myself. I knew that I was not breaking out before I was going through this no poo craze. And I realized that that just didn't work for me. I need to shampoo my hair in order for my skin to be on point. That gets rid of all the crud, all the extra oil, all the dirt, all of that stuff, just in order to make sure that my hair and body are extra cleansed and that I'm not getting the intertwined and intermingling dirt that's causing extra breakouts or even a bad scalp. Now, I know a lot of people have gone through this one, but under or over moisturizing can be a big issue. Both of these things can cause breakouts and irritation. It was important for me to learn the balance of my own skin. I had to ask myself, what does it need? And I have oily skin and most times combination. So when I knew my skin was over moisturized, it showed specific signs like my pores got clogged. I had these major ugly breakouts. I got these small texture bumps and my oil production was off the chain. It got even worse. But on the other hand, how I knew I was under moisturizing when I freaked out and realized I was over moisturizing, I found out was my skin wasn't even showing its elasticity. Have y'all ever gone to do like this and your face gets stuck because it's so dry? Like it looked like I was in an eternal winter storm. It was literally cracking. And even though it was oily, it still magically flaked at certain times. And at times the oil production was out of this world. It's crazy because if you don't put on moisture, it can cause that overproduction of oil as well because your skin is trying to compensate. So think about over and underestimating and figure out what your skin needs are. I used to fail to wear SPF or sun protection indoors and even when it was cold outside. I didn't really understand. Yes, I wear SPF 30 at least every day, even as a melanated woman. Even on days when I'm just sitting in the house, I learned that lights from the windows or coming through can cause UV rays, direct or indirect. Not only that, the lights in your home can cause some lower levels of UV. Now, it might not be huge at first, but over your lifetime, it can cause a difference and cause issues. And the fact that I do this when I'm at home, it just keeps a habit that I never forget. So if I have to run out, I have on my sun protection. Nowadays, I'm really loving Supergoop, and I love that their main product actually seems to mattify my oily skin. So it's a great one to try out. I also ended up overdoing it with face wipes, cleansing balms, and cleansing waters. Makeup wipes and micellar water are great at removing makeup. Amazing. But they're not enough. They're formulated with a lot of preservatives. So when we use them, we have to wipe off the residue that they leave behind. I use them to cleanse my face first initially, and then I go back in with my double washing method in order to make sure all residue is gone. Furthermore, with those cleansing balms, which I absolutely love right now, they can still have a lot of oil that can cause clogged pores. And I notice that if I leave any of that on my face, sometimes I can have a breakout. So be careful with a good thing because it can go a little too far. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Like, there's all these types of toxic things that we can do to our skin that aren't good for it, but we can also learn new ways to really take care of our skin and get the best from it. So I hope y'all have enjoyed it. Make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace. Check the links in the description for my free new Dr. Nina's Mentorship Facebook group, which is a group of like-minded individuals looking to progress, grow, and support one another along the way. The Now That's Life podcast is about to go into season 2, so I suggest you go ahead and subscribe to the podcast on all your major podcasting platforms. All descriptions and links for that and my free supernatural video course are found below. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.